instant winner game. Look for game cards in special Jell-O boxes.
We're calling our special reports this week, The Computers Are Coming. Of course, they're already here, and the advocates of high technology hold high hopes for the changes computers are making in all our lives. In the next several days, we'll look at the computer's effect on the job market, the computer as thinking machine, Japan's challenge to America's computer supremacy. But along with such 20th century marvels as nuclear energy and genetic engineering, the computer carries threats as well as promises. And tonight, we'll see how the computer's promised Land of Oz can lead to the Twilight Zone.
You have friends who work at these computer places, and they'll give you a password or two or a part of a password, and you just say, why not? Let's try to do that.
It is called hacking, using the home computer to get access to the big computers used by business and government.
A couple kids come to your house or you get together and you try it. We think of it kind of as a project.
This 17-year-old says he suddenly found himself connected to the computer at a major bank. All it took was some determination and a pilfered bank password.
I had a little help from a person who kind of gave it to me. But aside from that, it was easy.
It's easy because so many computers around the country are connected by telephone line, so information can be shared, money transferred. $4 billion a day zapped through the computer. An electronic Land of Oz, and irresistible to hackers.
In recent months, they've cracked computers at Los Alamos, the nuclear weapons lab in New Mexico, Sloan-Kettering, the cancer research hospital in New York, various banks around the country, even the Kentucky firm that keeps statistics on all the best racehorses in America. And though experts insist that super-sensitive military and commercial computers are immune to such tampering, the hackers are hitting a little too close to home. From the banks to the Pentagon, they're tightening security.
They've crossed interstate lines using telephone lines. They have seen other people's information, it's like reading someone else's mail. And what you're talking about in the case of dealing with the Department of Defense is that's espionage.
It is, in many respects, a matter of age. Young computer wizards proving themselves at the keyboard. Consider what happened at Fremont High, in the heart of California's electronics industry, where the school principal knows computers as well as the chalkboard.
A lot of our students, for instance, will write their term papers using the computers. It's so much easier to edit.
Enter young Robert Nelson, son of a computer engineer. He managed to crack the code in a small computer used for teaching. He got access to nothing sensitive, but caused an uproar.
I figured out how to get in, but I didn't want to just go up and tell them. I wanted to let them find out. But that's how I'll just discover it, see the reaction. Well, they didn't like it a bit. They threw me out of the, suspended me from the computer room for 6 weeks.
And when Nelson later erased part of the computer program, the school called police. Vandalism, they said. An accident, said he.
He's quiet, and he's very bright. He gets bored easily with things that don't represent a challenge. I was amazed. He passed me up a long time ago in computers.
The district attorney finally decided not to prosecute, but some students at Fremont High say the whole episode spotlights a new breed on campus, obsessed with the computer lab.
Either computer freaks or computer nerds, people who don't have many friends and see the computers as a way to get satisfaction out of life, and they spend all their time in here because they haven't succeeded in other parts of their life.
Those kids in another 5 to 10 years are going to be programming the computers in our banking systems and in our government. And I think it's important that they get a dose of responsibility and ethics.
In fact, some worry that increasing numbers of young people may prefer machines to people. After all, they're patient. Unlike humans, they don't demand, they never hurt or betray you, and they don't feel.
Computers have the ability to be extremely seductive. Literally, I think we are involved in a fight for the next generation. What's the next generation going to be like?
At least one hacker has decided to give it up, the young man who broke the bank.
I'm scared. People are getting caught, and it is kind of against the law.
In our next report, humans and computers in American society. Who will lead and who will follow?